Hello, I'm Katherine and welcome to my channel. So actually, I'm just wanting to update you about my channel. I haven't been very active on my channel. It's like I've been going through a huge transformation, as many other people may be going through at these times. Because I believe that's one of the purposes of the challenges at the moment is transformation, is really assisting us to clear and release anything that's no longer serving us, and to really upgrade and up level our vibration and energy. And it's not always fun, it's what it is. But yes, so I have been that active on the channel. I've been going through this transformation, and out of that transformation has come that I need to open out the channel more. I've actually been through such deep changes in myself. It's like I need to change the name of the channel. Thus, the new name of the channel, Light on the Road. Really just wanting to bring through messages whatever comes through. I work very broadly. So, yes, I'm still working with the angels and archangels. I work with the Akasha. Times I do oracle cards, and just bringing through the messages from different team members that show up. So really opening it out to bring messages from whoever shows up to assist and guide us to bring some light on the road. And that's what really resonates with me at the moment. So I wanted to share that transformation and bring messages to you in a slightly different vibration and way to reflect my inner changes. So thank you for your patience with me when I can be very internal and go on an inner journey, and that I think is really important at the time, at, during these times. And there's different times we may all feel that need to pull back, go within, do some healing, clarify so we can move forward, continue to move forward so we can move forward in a new way, whatever's right for you. So yeah, deep transformation happening, and I've got a wonderful message to bring to you tonight too. So yes, I'll continue into the message, I think, as well in this video. So I have a message here from the Oversoul of the 72 angels. When I'm receiving messages, I just always ask who the message is from. So I often write down messages, that is the way I'm used to receiving them, and then I'll just sort of flow with the message from the Akasha. So message from the Oversoul of the 72 angels. So when I deliver a message, I can really feel the vibration of the message. It comes through in words, it comes through in the vibration and energy as well. It comes through as healing, hopefully just bringing that light on the road and that assistance on the path. So the message is, we're living in challenging and in many ways unprecedented times, and many of us are feeling this in our own way. So for sensitive people, for empaths, as well as our own emotions coming up, such as fears, anger, hopelessness, despair, all of these things are coming up intensely for us at different times, I'm seeing. And so what the message is around, it's like I translate the message into words, because it doesn't come through in words. It just comes through as feelings and thoughts and energies. Yeah, there's some words there too, but it's a real translation with me. So we may also be feeling, so as well as our own feelings that are coming up intensively, we may also be feeling other people's emotions. So you may be also feeling the collective emotions. I've been noticing this a lot. It's been very intense, very much a very highly sensitive empath, and been really feeling, in fact, I think, yeah, it's like I've been helping to transform what's coming up for others as well, what's coming up collectively and for people around me. Doing a lot of work with just learning to just transform things in the field, just assist with that process. Composting was a word that was shared with me the other day, just assisting with that composting and transforming those emotions. I think there's so much emotions coming up for people that some people are struggling to hold it, right? They're struggling to hold it, so they're perhaps chucking it at you, chucking it all around them because they're just not able to hold it well, okay? So if you're having these experiences, that might help to understand that. So I've been feeling the collective emotions a lot too. So this is what come through in the message, just to talk about this, this is what's going on. You know, there's a lot of emotions coming up. Emotional healing's needed, spiritual healing on the planet. For, you know, it's a time of healing. It's a time of, I got the word, the great purging, the great cleansing. So things are coming up to be cleansed, to be purged from within. And it's important to do the work. And if you're noticing you're picking up stuff, you're not sure if it's yours or not, you can ask. It does help to know. You can ask, is this mine? Is this my emotion? Or is this another person's? Or is this from the collective? Just so you know, that's something you can do. So I just wanted to bring awareness to that. And that was the message that comes through, to talk about that there's a lot of stuff coming up with everything going on the planet. There's like intensified emotional stuff coming to the surface. And so a lot of healing is needed right now on the planet. So if you're finding you're dealing with a lot of fears, anger, all different, you know, feeling a bit depressed, a bit down, even despair, or different times, you know, I certainly felt very intense anger, very picked up on fears and anxieties, sometimes mine, but often it's feeling intense fear and anger coming up for people around me, and even the collective. I'm picking up the anger, the fear, I can feel it in, like, deep in my being, what's going on. I can feel it, and it's a lot to hold. So I wanted to talk about this because in fact, it's taken me a while to get to talk about it, because I've just been dealing with it, if you get what I mean. And but I think it's important to talk about, so as to articulate what's going on, and through dealing with this for myself and gaining the insights and finding ways to manage this better. Actually, I have some things to share with you too. And this is all channeling through, helped and supported by the Oversoul, the 72 angels, who's really here with me, just sending that love and support and assistance. And so the information that's flowing through is sort of what the Oversoul 72 angels wants me to talk about, and then just flowing through from my experience too, right? So some simple ways you can do some simple things you can do to support yourself with healing at the moment, for yourself, and whatever, anything you notice picking up in the field, emotional and spiritual healing, mostly finding. This is what I'm talking about here. So so here's some ideas for you. I always like to be practical rather than just talk about challenges and problems. You know, there's always things we can do to help make it easier. So, okay, so sit and focus on love, and sending that love to self, to, you know, or just be in that vibration of love, and just sending that, sitting in that, sending that out to the planet. Just, you know, if someone comes to mind, you can just hold that vibration of love and let that go where it needs to go. Just sitting in that vibration of love. So whatever's coming up, you can just hold that vibration of love. It can really be of help. Really, you know, it's hard to feel love and fear at the same time, love and anger at the same time. So it can really help to shift things. And I think at different times, different techniques work well. Okay, so sit and focus on compassion. I often find compassion such a great deal of help, you know, for really, because I'm so sensitive, and really having compassion for myself, for others, for the suffering, emotional, mental, spiritual pain and suffering of self and others, can really help to transform any heavier emotions that come up, in anger, irritation, annoyance, impatience, things like that with self or others. And just sit with the compassion, just holding that feeling of compassion, just coming to the heart space, and just holding that compassion, and just sitting with that. Okay, so sitting outside or walking outside in nature, in the garden, and just sending that, intending, imagining, asking, just intending to send down any negative energies, any emotions, negative energies you don't need. Often I imagine opening the valves, that I have valves in my palms of my hands and the feet, and just opening those valves and just releasing anything that you need, don't need. You might like to imagine even pulling light in, pulling the sunlight in, and just releasing these negative emotions and energies down into Mother Earth for her to transform. It's just energy for Mother Earth. She can just transform all that toxic energy, be that emotions or spiritual energies and negative energies. She can just transform that. You can just release that down to Mother Earth. Then when it feels done, just closing those valves and saying thank you. Sitting by the water is another one that came through. So you can just go sitting by the water, walking by the water, and just imagine just sending whatever's going on. I find walking by the water really good for emotional healing. Just whatever's coming up, imagine just sending that into the water and not just float by, float off. Just the water can just dissolve that, transform it, move it on. Especially needs to be flowing water for this. So you can put, if it's safe to do that, put your hand in the water or feet in the water and just feel that water just flowing and just moving this on. Emotions need to move and flow. So you're really working with nature and just those emotions and energies, just flow them on, release them, let them go until that feels complete. And then finally, remembering that you don't need to do this alone. You can ask for help. It's always there. And I like to call on one of the angels or archangels, or yeah, you can call on many different masters and angels. But I just thought I'd talk about a few of the angels and archangels you would call on. So to assist with the healing, and just to send you those healing energies to assist you with support and healing, and guidance might come through too. You can just call on the angels and archangels. Remember, you don't have to do this by yourself. If you're really struggling, you can just always ask for help, and it's always there. So it's like we can work in cooperation with the angels, archangels, with the masters. And so some of the archangels and angels you might like to work with and call on if you're really finding it challenging, or even if you just want some help. You don't have to be in really just super challenging time to call on help. Anytime. Archangel Raphael is the archangel of healing. Archangel Chamuel is the archangel of love. Angel Melahael is the angel of healing. Angel Hariel, angel of purification. So that's a few of the angels and archangels you can call on for healing. Okay, so thank you for joining me for this video, and really just take care of you and look after you and your loved ones during these challenging times. And don't forget, you don't have to do this alone. You can call in that assistance and